Hey y'all. So yesterday I crashed out for good reason, but everything is okay. Damn, this reverb is strong on the floor. What the fuck? Yeah, everything is okay. Definitely am learning that journaling. I cannot do this on the floor. Definitely learning that journaling is very important. I don't know why, cause me just cussing all damn day and just being mad and just soaking up in negative energy, it don't really, it's good at getting it out, but it don't be good at it helping me let it go. But for some reason, like whenever I crash out in a journal, I just look at it and I'm like, oh, it's just like it finally got out, if that makes sense. Like I'm still like, oh, like I dead ass, I shit you not, it's 1:32 in the morning. And I was pissed yesterday and literally all day. And then I sat down at the computer 2 hours ago. I did some work and then I put out my journal and then I just wrote about like the residual anger and like the residual sad feelings that I had. And then when I put the pen down, I was like, oh. And I also came to a realization. I was like, oh, it actually, I do feel like it was that deep. Like I really was upset, but it's kind of like I looked at the same situation in two different lights and I couldn't see the second more positive outcome until I actually wrote it down. Despite me actually like saying it out loud a little bit, but once I actually saw it written down, I was like, oh, that's actually so crazy. But yeah, so I'm here feeling better. I have a lot of things that I want to work towards now. Literally just yesterday, I said I'm never planning shit out ever again because I literally planned something out and it did not go how I wanted to. But ironically, it'd be so funny looking back in hindsight. Ironically, that plan failing led me here, like to this particular Airbnb that I'm staying in, which is gonna allow me to work. Like, and I was so irritated, but anyways, yeah, I have some plans. I want to go to Spanish school so I can actually learn Spanish in a institution, and then I want to. What the fuck else did I say I wanted to do? We just gonna focus on our Spanish. Oh, I wanna open a bank account up here too. I wanna open up a bank account. That way I'm like, yes, it's becoming more official. I feel like I've been here for so long and I just want something that'll really like be like, okay, you're finally stable. I've been out the country for, it's January. I left on March 9th of last year, so it's been 10 months. But I feel like I have not been stable. It definitely has felt like I've been outside the country for sure, but I haven't had anything be like, you're here. So I feel like me getting a bank account is just like, you're here, babe. You're here to stay. Or even if you're not here to stay, you here and you gonna come back to something. Cause I'm gonna put my money in this bank. Period. But yeah, those are my two little goals right now. Going to Spanish school and getting a bank account and also getting my gym membership. As you can see, my face is going through it right now, but I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. Ain't no pimples finna stress me the fuck out. They'll go away. Ain't nobody stressed about no damn pimples. Yes, they are irritating to look at, but they're gonna be even more irritated as they're dying a slow death over these next couple days. So I ain't tripping, but yeah, I guess those are my three goals. Go to the gym, go to Spanish school, enroll in a Spanish school, and get a bank account. Continue stacking up this money, unfortunately, but fortunately, I am employed again, so I am working for the machine for a little bit, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and like, what's the alternative? Staying unemployed. It is ghetto, and quite frankly, I don't recommend it to a friend or a family member unless you want to experience the bliss, but like experience that bliss for a short amount of time and then do what you gotta do. But then I just realized, like, I'm a nomad. I really do want to live like a nomad. Like, I just don't really see myself staying somewhere forever for a long time. Like, shit, yeah, I'm here right now, but I'm probably just gonna wake up in a couple months and be like, okay, I'm gonna go to another country, or I'm gonna go back to the US for a small amount of time. Like, it's giving show my face and then go somewhere else. But I learned a little bit about hunters and gatherers, and then I saw a piece of advice or a little quote that basically said, hunters and gatherers get what they need and a little bit of they want, a little bit of what they want, and they don't get excess. I just butchered that quote. Basically, long story short, it was like hunters and gatherers get the food that they need until they need to get it again. Basically, you just sit here, all you gotta do is work, get the amount of money that you need that can buy you a couple months of rent, some groceries, and whatever other necessities that you need, and quit that motherfucking job. That sounds like a beautiful mantra until I can figure out how the hell I'm gonna sit here and produce some more money without having to succumb to the machine. I feel like ever since I've been learning Spanish, my English has been slipping, but I also attribute that to my period of isolation where I wasn't talking to humans a lot for 2 years, and now I'm kind of relearning not how to say words, but getting what's the word? Getting the confidence to say words. But at least now I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck. If I stammer, I stammer. And that's just it. Like, I'm not gonna be embarrassed about it. I like this Airbnb, but as you can see, the reverb is crazy, but that's not the issue. The issue is that it's so fucking like, it's not really soundproof, so I feel like everybody around me can hear me, and I'm like, damn, I gotta miss the old space, because at least I can narrate and like talk and not have to worry about waking up the whole damn neighborhood. But it's fine. I like it here. I just, living week to week is ghetto. It is so ghetto. I can't wait for this to end. I would have never thought that I would say I actually miss paying rent, because at least I pay rent and then I don't have to worry about it for 30 days, 28 days, 31 days. But when you working to pay the rent on a weekly basis, oh my God, that's even worse. It's like, oh my God. I'm just waiting for one big ass lump sum. That scared the shit out of me. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm just waiting for one big ass lump sum. Not even one big ass lump sum, one paycheck. Like one stable paycheck. I haven't had a stable paycheck in so long. So I'm like, phew, once I can sit here and I can finally pay for, hell, I'm like, it's so bad. I'm like, can I at least book one place for 2 weeks? Like, it's so bad. Like, who constantly worrying about like where I'm gonna be in the next 5 days, like hustling to scrape some money together to stay in the Airbnb 5 more days, or having to ask my mom, which I really don't like doing, to help me pay for a couple more days until I can freelance some money for another 5 days and just rinse and repeat. This is so ghetto, but what's the alternative? Going back home. We're not doing that. So, yeah. Life is actually very ghetto. I told this lady today that life was crazy in Spanish. She said, it is. Life is actually very crazy. I've been losing faith for my journey, but I just got it back today. Or losing faith in certain places, but it's coming back. I like to allow myself to feel instead of repressing it. I'm not gonna force myself to be fucking happy all the time. Baby, when I feel the need to be angry, I'm gonna be angry and I'm gonna be pissed. You know why? Because I learned how to put myself out of it. But most importantly, if I don't let myself be angry, that shit gonna build up and I'm gonna still be angry. So I'm like, I might as well let myself be angry and get it out. Especially because I'm like really sweet, nice all the time. So like if I don't ever allow myself to get stuff out, they will bottle up, and I just don't deserve that. And other people don't deserve to suffer my wrath if I do get to that point. But yeah, I hope y'all doing good. I'm about to go because I feel like I'm waking up the whole damn neighborhood with my voice.